So I was really happy about the time that I spent in learning about business in West Africa and Nigeria. And what I found is that the African economy is one of the fastest growing economies worldwide, and that means women. And so women, we are at the forefront of this growth. There is prestige associated with being a woman entrepreneur. And that's not just in Nigeria. That's also in the Netherlands, like I just heard. That's also here in the US. Yet women continue to have a low participation rate when it comes to being able to activate the labor force and being able to activate your enterprises and your entrepreneurship. And so a lot of that, in large part, is attributed to the societal pressures that we have on us as women to assume family responsibilities at a young age. But let me just say this to you, sis, that is dead. That is dead, sis. You have the power to really activate your own future. And I'm not saying don't go be a family woman. I'm saying you could do it all. I'm saying that you can be a family woman, but you can also be a boss. Look at Beyonce. Beyonce is the perfect example of a woman who's doing it all. So more than half of women-owned led firms were surveyed, right? And what I found is that there's also still a big opportunity. Am I muted? Okay, I just unmuted myself. There's still a large opportunity for women to go ahead and be in business. But at a young age, what I did learn is that age doesn't matter when it comes to when you want to start your business. We now live in a world where age it's not a deteriorating factor, right? So the first thing you want to think about is getting that business certified. You want to get your business certified, and you want to make sure that you have a bank account so that you can You can collect your coin and you can make your bread. You have to tell people how to pay you, where to cut the checks, and you need to be associated with the bank in order to grow that relationship. So as we think about how we can duplicate ourselves as women in business, that comes with us being so passionate about women supporting women and women supporting women in general. But we are on a business forum, so let's go ahead and talk about women supporting women. First things first, sis, education is so very important. Make sure that you are continuing to be a student of life, somebody who is honing in and studying their craft, and knowing that the more you can educate yourself, the more impact you will have on society. There are many legendary quotes that talk about how if you educate a woman, then you educate an entire community. You educate an entire society. So women, we have the opportunity to not only uplift ourselves through education, but when we decide to educate ourselves, we are educating everybody around us. And that is very, very important. I read a quote that says about, it's a company that I read about actually in West Africa. And this company is a waste management company. And you probably already know the name of this company. But the quote from the CEO says, "We deliberately employ women. It helps them. It helps their children. And I say to them, it doesn't matter if you are educated, as long as you show me that you have the drive and the tenacity. I will make you a business manager." And that is their business model. That is the passion that drives her. So us being able to support each other, again, supports the entire village. So let's go ahead and talk about sponsorship. What is sponsorship and what does that mean? Sponsorships means that there is a joint like-minded vision between a company or organization and maybe a bigger corporation or a bigger company that says, you know what, I support Mogulette Africa Network. I'm going to go ahead and sponsor you all and create programming with you. So you can have Chevron, you can have Essence, you can have Dove, you can have Nike, you can have companies like this come in and sponsor your programs by you creating something that is like-minded with their mission and like-minded with what they want to activate in the community. That is you creating initiatives for women and saying, hey, Nike, I already spent a lot of money with you. I patronize your business. I am a loyal customer. I want you to do business with me through my organization, and let's go ahead and impact some women. That is a wonderful way. And even without talking about sponsorship with like a Nike, we can do sponsorships with, I can't We can do sponsorships with each other. We can do sponsorships with each other's companies, right? So Mogulette Africa Network can sponsor an initiative through women in media, and we can build in that way as well. So it doesn't have to be two big companies. It could be any size company can work together through a sponsored initiative. My next point is mentorship. Mentorship is the key when it comes to building our business networks. I must say that I am a village child. I am not who I am without the mentorship of older professionals, women and men who valued and saw greatness in me and said, you know what, Danielle Jeter, I'm going to invest in you, and I'm going to mentor you, and I'm going to show you things. I'm going to give you opportunities. I'm going to even correct you when you're wrong, little one. I'm going to expose you to opportunities. I'm going to show you ways you can bounce ideas off of me. Mentorship is a two-way street. So you can get, and a mentor is not someone in a one-size-fits-all box. Mentors can be older than you or younger than you. They can be the same age as you. But because you have an exchange of wisdom, exchange of value, exchange of experience and skills, then you can be a mentor to someone, right? Or someone can mentor you. But being able to mentor someone and then you being in position to be mentored creates a relationship where you have to be humble, where you have to be in a space where you're able to take constructive criticism, where you have to be in a space where you're able to give humbly from your heart as a gracious and a generous person to say, mentor, I value you, and this is what I bring to the table. I want to help you just like you're helping me grow. Mentorship, mentor young people, mentor wherever that opportunity is. But when we mentor each other, that is us pouring into each other through an exchange of values. Memberships. Mogulette Africa Network may have a membership model. They may want to start a membership model. Women in Media Global will be launching a membership model, and we are global. So yes, everybody on this call is welcome to join Women in Media Global. And mentorships, what that does, it grows us as a community, as a village, as affiliates that says we are a collective voice. We have collective issues. We are like-minded, and we want to work together as professionals who believe in this mission and grow. When you have mentorship organizations and they are great in number, they are extremely powerful in whatever city, state, country, continent, wherever they are, because these members can band together and they can literally move mountains when they say, this is my membership. I'm going to pay an annual membership to receive benefits. I'm going to also pour into this organization and give to you all. And we are going to grow the initiative to empower, equip, and encourage women to own their voices. I value that mission. I want to be a part of growing through this membership. And I want to make sure that we are doing this across the world. Memberships help to invest in women. So if you are a woman who is invested in other women, join women-led organizations and be a giver. Don't just receive benefits, but bring your special sauce, your value, and your talents to the table. Grow our organizations through women-led memberships. Partnerships and collaboration. This is how we will grow our businesses when we are just starting out and we are looking to build our cash flow, and we want to make sure that we are still putting a spotlight on our brands. You partner and you collaborate. I am the queen of partnerships and collaborations. Pat here at Mogulette Africa Network also values partnerships and she values collaborations. It's strength in numbers. It's saying that I support this brand. I'm going to lift this brand up. I support this mission and what it is that they're doing. I'm going to lift them up through a partnership. We're going to collaborate. I'm going to spotlight your business. I'm going to present you in front of my audience, and I'm going to allow you to do what you do to impact the world. So when you lead in collaborations and partnerships, you also have to understand that you will be in a position where sometimes you are following and sometimes you are leading. And no one role is more important than the other. But in order to be an effective leader, you must be an effective follower. So do not allow collaborations and partnerships to give you a bad taste in your mouth, or to say, I'm not partnering with this individual because they're not as big as me, or I'm too big for them, so therefore they're too small for me. That sort of energy and attitudes will not allow women to grow in business. And that's exactly what all of us on this call are collectively about. We want to grow. Therefore, you must learn to follow. You must learn to lead. I don't care which role I have. I'm just happy to be at the table. And that is the energy that we need. Sis, what you need me to do? I'm there and I'm going to do it. Do you want me to lead something? Do you want me to follow? What do you want me to do? I will pick up the trash and I will also take a microphone. It doesn't matter. Just be at the table and do what you do through a spirit of excellence, through a kind heart, and through a generous soul. That's how women are going to be able to grow as business owners. Bartering. We all know about bartering. Sometimes people like to say that it has a bad rep. I am not one of those people who say that. If people did not value AOI events and PR, if people did not value women in media and allow us to barter with them, I would not be where I am 11 years later in business as a young Black woman. At times, I did not have money to pay the services that this professional was worthy of. But because they said, you know what, I'm going to invest in you. What can you bring to the table? Let's exchange our services. That is a great way to get started. Now, I'm not saying that as you grow, that that's the only way you do business, but to get your foot in the door, bring the value exchange to the table and barter your services with a sense of humility. Internships. Offer internships to students. Create an internship model inside of your company, or you become an intern for another established business or another established professional, and you learn that skill as an apprentice or an intern. I was the queen of interning. When I graduated from Spelman College, I was humble. I did not care. I needed an opportunity to break into the world of media and communications and entertainment. And if anybody knows anything about the world of entertainment and media, you all know that that is a difficult field to break in. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go to the radio station. I'm going to intern for Kathy Hughes at Radio 1, the only Black-owned major radio network in the United States of America. And I'm going to work my butt off for free. And I'm going to allow Kathy Hughes and her colleagues to see me. They're going to love me and they're going to hire me. And guess what happened? Guess what Jeter did? She interned her butt off out of a class of about 30 young people. I was the only intern to get hired at the end of the summer because I was coming for it all. I was not playing any games. I said, I need to get to the money and I need to let them know that I am the person for the job. And I got the job and I broke into media and I was unstoppable ever since that opportunity. Beyond those things, those tangible things that we can do, it's simple things that we all know, but these are things that we have to continue through our culture. We have to understand that no matter where you go, how big you get, because we're all about to blow up, we're all amazing. We have to continue to inspire each other, empower each other, advocate for the voices of women. We have to celebrate and honor and uplift each other. We have to provide scholarships so students can go to school and learn. And we need to rewrite women's narratives. We have to make sure that we are owning our own voice, that we do say that women support women, that we've removed the competition, and that we embrace collaboration through working together. And no matter what happens when you go through a partnership, a collaboration, whatever it is, understand this. You're going to get into situations where you might disagree. Disagreements are okay in business. How you handle those disagreements, how you rise above it, is how you work through hardships. Do not throw people away because you disagree on something. That is healthy business. You do not want everybody around you to be like-minded, who all think the same way. You want diversity. Our world is built on diversity and inclusion. We are better when we include and diverse. But that does not mean that because you had a hiccup in your business relationship that you cannot work it out. I have some of my business partners and supporters on this call who I've done business with for over 10 years. They will let you know we have bumped heads and we have disagreed. But at the end of the day, we're focused on the mission and the vision, and we love what we do. So we work it out. Sometimes you got to take the low road, and that is perfectly okay. It doesn't matter who's right. Just work hard and get through it and keep moving forward towards the mission. I want to know if I should keep going or if I should take some questions, Pat.
Well, I think you need to take questions now because your session ends in the next 5-7 minutes.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Do you have questions for Danielle? She's been speaking in her awesome American accent. And you're beautiful, sis. Thank you so much. I love what you're wearing. I love your headgear.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pat.
Yeah. So I liked everything you said. I liked what you said about women supporting women. I think that's very important in this aging time. I know we go all about social media saying, oh, support women, using the hashtag women supporting women, but we are still struggling with it. You know, it's a struggle we still have as women. I don't know why. So I like the fact that you talked about it. And I hope we'll continue to love ourselves. I think that's the most important thing. We need to love ourselves first before we can actually go about the whole women supporting women thing. Thank you so much, Danielle, for all the thoughts you've shared. We appreciate you. We love you. Please, can you all drop a comment on the comment section? Say, Danielle, we love you. Thank you so much. And please, if you have questions, kindly ask her questions right now. Please ask Danielle questions. She's right here.
What's your social media network and how is your event planning platform going? So the event planning platform, thank you for your question. It has turned virtual because we're in quarantine. So all of the event venues, our theaters, our bars, our auditoriums, our ballrooms, everything is closed down for social distancing. And I am also, for one, not comfortable going back into those spaces until we have some sort of cure for COVID-19. So I'm perfectly okay with that. I've decided to move into virtual event planning, which is offering services such as these to clients and opening and broadening up our clientele to work with people all over the world. So we can produce their virtual summits, conferences, meetings. We could do the social media. We could do the marketing and promotion. We can recap the event for them. I could MC and host it for them. So there's great opportunity in virtual event planning. And I actually enjoy that because I love the idea of a work from anywhere model. And that's exactly what you all want to be thinking about, is how can I create a work environment where I can work from anywhere. So when I do come to visit you all in West Africa at some point soon, I can then continue to work with my clientele in New York City or in Atlanta from Nigeria because I have a work from anywhere model. So therefore I would not be needed in person.
Sure, sis. I can't wait to have you. I'll give you pepper to eat. And jollof rice.
Yes, I need all of the good food. I love to eat. So that is how I've pivoted that company. And I love that idea, actually. If you all have any more questions.
Any more questions? Okay.
She could use the introduction. So please follow Women in Media. We are womeninmediaglobal.org, and you all are welcome to join us. We are launching our membership, and we also need your participation from West Africa so that you all can let us know how we can grow in that space. We want to service you as well. You can follow me on my personal Instagram page at D as in Danielle, P as in Paige, in Jeter, J like John, E as in Ed, T as in Tom, E as in Ed, R as in Rainbow. That's all of my social media. I am DP Jeter on all platforms. And Women in Media is WIM, W-I-M, Global. But I'll make sure that you have that too. Thank you for all of your awesome comments. I love the love that I'm receiving. Thank you.
You had Thank you, Danielle. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pat. I love you.
Please mute your audio if you don't have a question. Mute your audio, Ruby. Okay, you are muted.
I just wanted to say, Danielle, you were awesome. As being a fellow American, it's really great to see another American on the call as well. So thank you.